Dickerson. I'm a first-year costume technology student at UT. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I made Francis the Fox. My inspiration really came from the Fantastic Mr. Fox movie. He is based off of Christopherson, which is, I think, the cousin in the Fantastic Mr. Fox movie. So that's where the inspiration came from for the coloring and the animated eyebrows, and that's where Francis was born. A particular challenge on this project is working with the plastiline clay. I had never worked with plastiline before, and I had mostly just worked with water-based clays, which is much softer and smoother and easier to sculpt. So there's a big learning curve on how to work with the material and figuring it all out and how to get it to look the way that I wanted and how the picture looked. This is my sculpt of Francis. Getting the sculpt was very interesting because this plastiline clay is oil-based and it's very, very hard. I could drop him on the floor and it wouldn't put a dent in him. Not from experience, of course. And once we got the sculpt the way that I wanted it, which took 3 tries from scratch, by the way, I was able to cover it with plastic wrap and then translucent tape. And then I was able to get pattern pieces from this that I was able to blow up and cut out of the EVA foam. With the EVA foam assembly, to get his snout the correct shape, I needed to figure out a way to create a flat plane on the front of it and then a rounded shape to get it the right shape. And that was probably the most challenging aspect of figuring out how pieces were gonna fit together and create this nice shape with this nice little curve and his little cheeks. And I think I was able to do that pretty successfully. For the finishings on Francis, I covered him in a white fur, and I had to give him a haircut like on the nose and above on the top of his head to kind of get a nice, so he didn't look shaggy. And then I painted in and used a variety of different mediums and different kinds of glues to kind of use as hairspray to keep him always looking nice and on point, and painted into him so he could have his very distinctive markings, and made him a little nose out of foam that I put right on top. And that same kind of foam is his little eyelashes, I guess. And his eyes are made out of clear Christmas ornaments that I cut in half and then painted on the inside so that he could have a nice little personality, those great blue eyes that the research images had. And that's how I finished off our friend Francis. A tour of Francis. So this is Francis. I used white fur to cover the head that I then painted into. So this is all with acrylic paint and a gel medium that let it dry slower so that I had more working time with the paint. And he has his nice little ears that are hairsprayed into a nice little point with some different types of glue and other mediums. The back of his head is mostly white. That's what the research showed, so I said, okay, makes it easier on me. And then coming back around to the other side of the head, the eyes are made from clear Christmas ornaments that are cut in half and inserted from the back. And then this is headliner foam, which is foam that is in the top of your car, to give him a little eyelash kind of deal, and some darker shadows on the ears, and we're back around to the front, and that's Frances.